Trash!
Nope. Legends! I'm Eric.
I'm Aaron.
And we're watching Legends of Tomorrow.
We are, yes.
Last
episode was
That's what I'm asking.
Raiders of the Lost Art.
Art. Because it was all about George
Arthur!
Lucas. Lord George Lucas.
Wait a minute.
What?
Isn't...
Your Grindr app updated?
Yeah, it's updated into that.
Okay.
I think Rip's like real actor is named Arthur.
Yeah, it is.
So Art could be a short name of Arthur.
No.
Huh?
What do you mean?
The Lost
Raiders
Art could be a couple things.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like missing that actor. The Lost Art.
The Lost Art. He's still lost. He's being tortured.
Well.
Not by me. By them.
Not by me.
Yeah, exactly.
They have the spear. Well, a part of it. And
They
then
have part of the spear. They have to find the rest of the parts.
Medallium. And then
amulet.
they have their powers back. And there was a thing that was in Mick's head that wasn't working, but they took it out anyway. And then it still has Snart, who's still out there talking to people.
Don't know what's going on with that.
And they have a ship that works, and they know where Rip is, but then now they don't know where Rip is because he's going to be attacked. And they got to find out who else has the parts of the Spear of Destiny. Because Rip was one of them that defended it, and there's at least 2 others out there.
And they're called the Legion of Doom.
No! Sarah said no.
Yeah,
but, you know what I caught last time? I didn't really think of it. But the 2 names for the thing they're looking for is the Spear of Destiny and the Holy Lance.
Yeah.
And Sarah really liked the second name rather than the Spear of Destiny for the Holy Lance.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, that's funny.
That is funny.
I didn't catch that when I watched that first time.
Me either at all. I prefer that we check out what was on the poll last time.
Oh, I believe the question was, would you have been affected if George Lucas wouldn't have made movies?
Oh, yeah. It was very much, a little bit, not at all. Something like that, right?
So, we have not at all at 16%, a little at 40%,
40.
and a lot at 42%.
42! The lots have it! I imagine if the Blind Wave audience, we would have had a lot more. Wait, so what? Blind Wave wouldn't have been around. Blind Wave doesn't affect your life at all?
But, well,
a lot?
Like, 80-some percent people said it would have affected them at some point, somehow.
Yeah. Should have been a lot, though. Because Blind Wave is a huge part of your life, right? That's what I heard.
Zachro said, I don't care for Star Wars or Indiana Jones, so he has not affected my life directly.
Fuck you! I love you. Thank you for supporting us.
Maybe not directly by the movies, but there could have been indirectly by, like, those movies not being created.
Yeah.
And it could affect other people. But you might not know that. Like, maybe your doctor that did your appendicitis wouldn't have been a doctor because he didn't watch something.
You wouldn't be a patient of Blind Wave and giving $1. That affects somehow. That could have been $1 you're getting a coffee or something.
Oh.
We're going to get coffee.
You wouldn't be
$1.
tired
Never mind.
this morning.
Keep doing it.
But you'd be tired tomorrow. But you wouldn't have the financial.
Consider checking out the early access.
Thank you. We love you. Lucas says Star Wars was one of the first fandoms I was a part of.
Yep.
And that just drove me deeper into collecting things. So yeah, he affected me a lot.
I don't remember being, starting my Star Wars fandom. I just remember always being one. I can't remember the first time I watched Star Wars.
Me neither. I remember, watching A New Hope and being on the other side of my bed with, my laser tag gun, shooting stormtroopers as they came through the door. Like, pow, 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 pow!
That's why they're falling down.
Yeah, exactly. Going. Matthew said his movies inspired me and gave me joy for my entire life.
Good.
And Geek said, directly or indirectly, it has. Even if you are not a fan of the franchise, it has changed and inspired every other movie to push their limits and change the whole experience forever.
True.
Ethan said without Star Wars movies, the current age movies wouldn't be anywhere near as good compared to having them.
They would not. Nor video games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ryan said, I'm ashamed to say it, but I've never watched a Star Wars film. Mike said, George Lucas had a big effect on my grandpa's life because my grandfather painted some cars for George before he made Star Wars.
Interesting.
Those cars were in his early films, American
Graffiti.
And its sequel. My mom told me she met some of the stars when they were filming.
Oh, that's cool. Harrison Ford was in that movie. Good job.
That's a neat story. I like that.
That's a good story. And if that hadn't happened, your grandpa and grandma never would have met.
Yeah. Ooh.
Now you're thinking about them fucking though.
What? Christopher Reeves said, thinking about it, if George Lucas never did Star Wars and Indiana Jones, everything would be different. Uncharted and Lara Croft and National Treasure are all inspired by Indiana Jones. And so many things have been inspired by Star Wars. Everything would be different, and being a young man that has grown up massive sci-fi fan, so much would have never existed, and the entire entertainment industry and community would be changed.
It's true.
Good way to spot.
Things would have happened, just not the way they happen now. They would have been changed.
Dude, Uncharted's so good, and yeah, a lot of inspiration for that and Lara Croft both came from like Indiana Jones and that like idea.
Exactly. That pulp fiction. We gotta change our own present by watching Legends of Tomorrow, Aaron.
Oh, so come back later. I can do that.
My name is Damien Dark.
What?
From the timeline 31 years
This is new.
before my death,
Are we gonna follow them?
mystical objects of tomorrow.
That was cool. They keep doing a different person.
Yeah.
Okay. Star City 8 months ago.
From when?
The present. Who
Are you? Who? Lance?
Malcolm? Lance. Because drinks.
Dude, so we are gonna be following them, aren't we?
I hope so.
Dude. That
That was awesome! Ow! Shut up!
The League didn't call me the magician for nothing.
I'll be quick about it.
Sahib. Right?
Speedsters aren't
Something
known
like
for
that?
their patience.
I like how Dark is like, oh my god.
What's
What they call
to keep
Dark?
Hunter's crew from finding the rest of the spear before Merlin
Traitor.
finishes
Traitor!
scrambling Hunter's brain?
The workings of the medallion are lost to history. Trying to get it to reveal its secrets will prove difficult. Plus, we have an additional advantage over them.
Enlighten me.
They're idiots.
You're all idiots.
Excuse me? Gideon.
Collie,
set course
his
for
daughter?
Central City 2017. Jack, stick with Martin, and let's work on putting a name to our speedster.
Go ask the one you know.
Flash, hey, who do you know that speedsters?
When was the last time you had any dental work done?
Oh, God.
Poor not Rip. Whoa.
Take the time sphere back to 2025
Where's he going?
and
I don't
secure
know.
the rest
That's all I
of the
know.
sphere. The next one of you who screw...
They're getting along well.
This Legion argues a lot.
Damien. I don't find you threatening.
Wait till I find magic powers.
Oh, he found him threatening, his hand is shaking, he's holding a knife. Aaron, did you see that part? I think that when he gets in there, it's gonna be like a reset of his memories.
It could be.
It's strange how he never stays in one place for very long. Perhaps that's why they referred to them as speedsters.
Being chased by time
He
race?
left us behind in
I don't think
1967
so.
Los Angeles
I think
because he
so.
had a more pressing and
What's the speedster trying to change?
His death.
Or fix?
That's the question. He knows what we want to do with the Spear of Destiny, but he's being very coy about his plans.
Because the one that's remaining should be the one that's like stuck in the timeline, right?
I think.
So if he found out that he dies, he's got to fix that. But he only has a certain area he can stay.
Like, I think this is the one that came that Barry had captured.
Excuse me, your testicles.
In some places it's a delicacy.
Like Fear Factory. Just killing everybody. Oh!
I mean, he is pretty dangerous.
Yeah, of course.
Ooh. Say Guggenheim.
Is it?
It said Guggenheim. Isn't that?
I like
Mark Guggenheim?
I think.
No, he
Damn it.
didn't say anything.
Mick!
Everyone.
Computer. Only a Stein could be so brilliant.
What is a time aberration?
So what?
You heard me, Dad.
Interacted with my younger self back in 1987, who then interacted with your mother's former self, and when the two former selves love each other.
Okay, Dad, we've already had the birth.
Fine.
With 10.
Damn it, Meg.
Oh, oh,
Why are they?
They're resolving differences, Aaron.
Yeah, but what's? He has two blades though.
He has a spare hand.
I guess his hand's made of metal, isn't it?
Oh!
Reverse flap.
Slice!
Okay, stop! Time out!
Yes.
Two former members of a League of Assassins versus a speedster. I am liking those odds.
Now they're friends.
We're legends. Gray. Changing history is what we do.
That's a good line.
He's dead.
Unless he doesn't exist.
Okay, so what? He's a ghost?
What if he's a temporal aberration, just like
Excuse me, have any...
a mystery speedster erased himself from history?
Then why would he want to do that?
I don't know, but it will explain why we don't have any evidence of his existence.
Okay, so we just need to ID someone who doesn't exist.
Eobard Thawne.
He knows.
Is he?
Thawne was erased from existence.
Eddie. God damn it.
Thawne committed suicide in order to stop him.
Which would explain why the...
It's a little complicated.
Yeah. He was in the Speed Force when it happened.
Bubbles. He has to keep going back to that bubble.
Zerk!
This is how I wanted to approach things in the first place. Only
He's
because
wearing
I
it!
enjoy killing a lot of people.
I wanted this, Aaron.
They're all dead.
I
You wanted them all dead.
wanted him wearing
Son
his
of a
Dark
bitch.
Archer outfit. Finally.
That's pretty impressive.
What is it? It's a thingy.
No, this device is designed to store memories. Rip hunters, that is.
I told you. It's back up.
Then maybe he has to keep moving in order for his own non-existence not to catch up with him.
That doesn't even begin to make any kind of...
They could delete Thawne.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh
Negotiating
shit!
the terms of our partnership.
I'll kill you.
Yes, but I'm the only one who knows the code to open it.
Oh ho ho!
Perhaps you can persuade our friend to cooperate.
Why didn't you? And for that matter, why would a
Time
man
race?
who can travel through time
Or is it just...
always being such... He is going to kill us! He is coming for me! Who's coming for you?
Black Flash.
Who? It's
You listen to music.
a what? A thing.
That's Zoom's theme.
What is the Black Flash?
That's Zoom's theme.
Specific?
I thought it was a time wraith. The monsters.
Dude.
Speedsters who mess with time.
Oh shit!
Dude, it's a Black Flash!
Oh shit!
Worse than a time wraith.
Oh shit!
Speed Force.
Stay in one place. We are all going to die if you don't.
It's too late.
Does it still have his voice?
It's here.
Or is it not?
Normally.
Season 1 versus Season 2.
Because we've...
Ugh!
As long as you stay still, he can't sense you.
Oh shit, it's a T-Rex!
Right?
They went with all CG, huh?
Easy, Bard.
Oh! Oh!
Oh!
Oh! Oh, block it!
Is that gonna work?
We won't stay trapped for long. We have to go. We
Oh,
Legion.
partners.
shit.
I'm glad he's in a suit. Dude! Zoom is like a...
Take the ship back to Central City.
He's like the Time Masters for Speed Force.
Yeah.
Don't want there to be any more secrets between us.
Well, in that spirit, I suppose I should tell you that I am one half of a nuclear-powered superhero called Firestorm.
So not funny, Dad.
Oh.
Feel no pressure to tell us what all this techno crap is about. I'm sure we can figure it out ourselves.
This techno crap, as you so eloquently put it, is Captain Hunter's memories. You would hardly be doing Captain Hunter any favors if we just restored the memories without taking the liberty to address some of his shortcomings.
Huh?
What, like stopping him biting his nails?
Not exactly.
They're gonna make him a bad guy?
Be
Is
part
that
of
what
the
they're
Legion
gonna
of
do?
Doom. New Jersey, 1776. Christmas Day. The crossing of the Potomac? Washington? Washington?
Can I help you with something, soldier?
No, General Washington, I'm fine. You, on the other hand...
Well, you gotta fix that.
Right?
Is he a part of the Legion of
They
Doom?
made him a bad guy.
Dude, he'd be a bad guy for them. He knows everything.
Yeah.
They're always
Exactly.
fucking guessing shit.
Like, he knows all this stuff. He'd be perfect for helping them. And it's also going to be someone that they're not going to want to kill because...
Shit. Oh, man. Dude, Zoom was in this episode.
Isn't he, like, Black Flash
He's
now?
Black Flash now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a part of me that wishes that it looked kind of like Zoom and had the voice still. But I understand they turned him into Black Flash, who's a character all on his own. He's pretty much Death in that way, right? But I mean, that is the face, the destroyed face of Hunter Zolomon.
Yeah, that's what happened to
You
him
know?
at the end of season 2.
Yeah. The time race got him. That's what happens.
Yeah,
they
and
turn
tore him
you
all up and he turned red.
They
Yeah.
turn you into a time wraith.
Kind of.
Because the time wraith already kind of was like a speedster. Maybe like that's just an old one. and
Yeah, but
like-
he's not a time wraith. He's like a... I don't know. But he works for him, I guess, right?
I think because like if you look at the time wraith, they have like a flash symbol and they kind of have like the ears and stuff. Maybe just like the longer they do it, the older they get, and he just happens to be like a newer one.
He hasn't decayed as much.
He's like decayed as much. Maybe I don't know. That's probably bullshit, but like they do look like speedsters. You know?
Yeah, I get that.
And he was a speedster. I kind of wish I had that. We still had that voice, maybe, but it's still pretty cool. I wonder if I'll ever see like Teddy Sears again, though.
I don't know.
You know.
He was
There's
like-
one thing there is one thing though. You can't lock up the darkness. He's still there.
He was like a T-Rex.
He's like a.
But then he caught
He's
an
like
arrow.
a T-Rex 1000.
Caught an arrow and he caught a knife or whatever and then got punched.
Yeah.
That was cool. I liked it.
That was great.
So yeah, so Reverse Flash has been trying to save his own life. It makes sense, like...
He's been... Because we talked about this, like, what would be your ideas for Season 2, like, when we were talking about Season 1? And one of ours was, like, what if there's, like, an evil Flash and they have to chase him because he is outrunning the cementing of time? And that's exactly what...
It's Reverse
That's
Flash.
exactly what that is. An evil Flash that's doing that. That's Reverse Flash is an evil Flash.
Yeah.
So, I feel good that we at least... We know the rules enough that we kind of can predict what the writers are going to be doing next, you know?
They're just like, guys, what are we going to do next season? Like,
Yeah.
Look at these blind whip guys. This is about outrunning cementing of time.
Good fucking
Hey,
idea.
we could do Reverse Flash. No, I was thinking about this too. I think Reverse Flash is a good idea of, like, fixed time, as far as, like, an example of that, because it's a fixed moment of him going back to kill Flash's mom.
Yeah.
Now, whether that happens or not can kind of be messed with a little bit, but he has to go back and that has to happen. Because, like, that's why it's in the bubble of, like, not being affected by him not existing.
So, I mean, what we're saying with Reverse Flash is that he was erased... Like, he was erased from the timeline, but he was outside of the timeline in the Speed Force when it happened.
Well, yeah, like,
because the
that
next
one-
time we saw him was when he traveled back, right? Is when he come back.
Yeah, because that's like it was like they put it like in a bubble.
Yeah.
And like he was in a bubble and he came back, so now he exists here. But then he's supposed to do that thing and then go back into like the normal timeline.
Because the one that he captured was the one that came back to kill Nora Al.
It should have done that and then went back into its normal timeline of how it should have went.
Yeah.
But when it did that, that should have erased it from existence.
Yeah.
So instead of him following that time, he went and did whatever he wanted to do to try to outrun everything.
Well, yeah, because I guess it's implied that Barry kind of told him, I guess, maybe what had happened. He knows where he is in the timeline. He knows that this Barry that captured him is actually the one from the future, right? So whenever he takes off and he's like, you know, that you'll see is what he's about to do in Legends.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, see, in that same sense, though, technically...
But because he's out of time, that's why he's being
That Reverse
pursued.
Flash should have stayed in that timeline and became Harrison Wells.
See, I don't know what happens with that. See, that's
That should have changed
that's
all
why I
season
had the idea of like whenever he fixed Flashpoint, there was like a time aberration.
Aberration.
Aberration. I'm so fucking Mick. Aberration reverse flash that then did all of that. Like that, you know, time trying to fix itself. I don't know. Speedsters fuck up this shit so much.
Yeah, see, in theory, he went back in time, did that, and he should have gotten stuck. Did the Harrison Wells thing cause season 1?
Because what you're saying is if he didn't finish those things from season 1 of Flash, then none of those things would have happened, and we wouldn't be where we are here now. Even though we are we're in a different Flashpoint universe, Cisco still has memory of the first Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
You know? So we know that there's a form, or something of that happened, but it wasn't the Reverse Flash we see here. I don't know. I think there might have been a time thing created to fill in that gap, and that's why they didn't fucking turn the big fucking spinny twister thing. Everybody died.
I don't know. We don't have any like. I don't
We
think
don't have any evidence of that.
Well, not even just evidence, but like a.
Except we know that
like prerequisite. We don't have like anything like kind of like, hey, look, this happened.
That could happen.
I did this, so we can believe that this happened to cause this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only thing that gets me. I wish we had even just a little example of like, well, here's this, and then this happened, even though this should have went this.
Could
way.
be that we're missing something too, and maybe some of the commenters know. But I don't know. It's interesting though. I love those 3 actors playing those parts. I mean, it's fun. Even whenever it should be stupid, like these guys just fighting. Shouldn't they be working together? I don't care. I love it. They could do anything with those characters, and I'd probably love it.
It was neat having more of them in the episode of like, and even Damien Dark doing the intro was interesting.
Yeah, that was crazy. There was some definite. I mean, I can only really tell this when I'm watching it again by myself, but the themes in this were interesting because they kept having Damien Dark's theme and Malcolm Merlin's theme and Reverse Flash's theme, and then there was a brand new Legion theme, and then I heard Zoom's theme in there a little bit, but then it turned to Reverse Flash. Like it was, I need to listen to it again.
I always love whenever Reverse Flash shows up and it just has that little.
Yeah.
I always like that.
Which is the exact opposite of Barry's. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, you know, Zoom has that boom, 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 boom. That thing. They played that subtly, and then it went into Reverse Flash's thing. I think I gotta listen to it again, but fuck, it's so good. I love Blake Neely. Anytime he gets a chance to shine.
Yeah, Blake does a good job with all of them. I love whenever they have like the crossovers and he just takes things and just mixes them
in
together.
and out.
Dang.
And fuck.
So
fuck,
good.
Fuck.
Do you think Malcolm is like too bad now? Like in last episode.
No, I understand.
There's one moment when he goes in the police office and he just
kills that guy.
Just stabs him, and I'm like, I feel like I don't know. Season 1 Malcolm seemed really bad, and then it kind of seemed like he went to that kind of anti-hero kind of state.
Well,
and now he's just back to being bad. I don't know.
He kind of had that agreement with Oliver to become Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
And then he was working for Malcolm, right? And then Oliver like appealed to his humanity, and Malcolm helped people escape the Ark.
Yeah.
And then he
sat and drank, and then they came and got him, and now he's just like, well, I'll just kill whoever the hell I want.
Maybe he sits there, he starts drinking, he sees Malcolm being killed, he's like, damn. I mean, I don't want anything left. Like, there's literally nothing I can do. And then these 2 guys show up, and that gives him a new purpose. I guess. But he's too proud to admit it.
Helping to get people out of the Ark just gives Oliver a reason to be like, you know, Malcolm isn't completely bad, even though Thea hates him and different stuff.
I think Malcolm is a survivor, and he will adapt to whoever he's around. He's a magician. He adapts to his audience.
I guess.
I don't think he's ever really been good, other than his love for Tommy and Thea.
Yeah, just that moment in Legends last week. I was rewatching it with Melanie, and just seeing him do that, I just felt like the Malcolm Merlin, like I felt like I liked was like gone. I'm like,
yeah,
like I just have to like him as being a villain now, rather than like.
I've always liked him as being a villain, but I also like him for that.
I love that half and half.
Yeah.
Like, I love that he would like, I'll do what needs to be done, but I'm not gonna just be a complete like.
I mean, he also just had Thea kill Sarah. You know?
True.
Like, he didn't want Thea to be brought back with the thing.
Yeah.
You know? He tried to help Sarah with the bloodlust. I think, he tried to help Thea with the bloodlust. I don't know. I think that he just does
whatever he needs to do.
He's incredibly selfish, and him saving those people from the Ark was him not being killed by the Green Arrow.
I guess.
Maybe.
Yeah. That could be.
It could be that. He is the Dark Archer. I'm so glad that he has his outfit right now. Like, even if it was just that, I'm just happy.
Dark just has like a jacket with that freaking.
Well, Dark just always wore black. You know, he doesn't really have like a thing.
Yeah,
they don't put Reverse Flash in his.
And his thing was magic in a suit. You know, he wore a suit and he had magic, and now he doesn't have either of those.
I kind of wish Reverse Flash just wore his hood down all the time with his suit, but
yeah, he just wear that black thing.
It's gotta be uncomfortable, I guess.
That black like leather jacket.
Yeah.
All right,
and now Rip is part of it.
Yeah,
and he assassinated George Washington. Like, that's whenever they Christmas Day of that year is when they crossed.
That's the picture.
Yeah, that's the classic picture when they crossed over.
Boat and all that shit.
Yeah, rules of war dictate that you're not supposed to fight on Christmas. But he did it anyway. Right? I think so.
I thought they just sometimes make
it's
that.
It's like
back
that.
Then they didn't have that, did they?
Yeah.
You sure?
I think so. Yeah, like, you're not supposed to kill horses directly. You're supposed to capture them. You're not supposed to kill your prisoners of war. You're supposed to care for them. Those things were all, like, gentlemen's agreement. That's why they still did the whole fucking... You know, they found guerrilla attacks to be, like, uncivilized. And they just had, like... You know? Because they had the rules of war.
So, yeah, but that whole war didn't follow any of those rules.
Huh?
The whole war didn't follow
on
any
our
of those
side, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they still had gentlemen's... battles.
I thought that was more of a thing they set up with like the Geneva Convention and all that kind of stuff with like
Geneva Convention is more like I mean it's more modern, but it has to do with like torture and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's an enhancement. But the idea of rules of war has always been like kind of like I think all the way up until like the medieval times they had rules of war. Like general agreed upon things that you shouldn't do.
What if I don't celebrate Christmas?
You're probably good to kill people.
Okay.
No, it's like what's the I can't remember what two countries it was, but it was during World War II.
Yeah,
and they're having a battle.
I know that
They stopped the.
Yeah, but that's
Christmas.
World War II.
Yeah,
that's like.
But no, they also
within
had
the last 100 years.
They also had the rules of war in the Revolutionary War, I believe. Maybe I'm just fucking wrong. But I'm pretty sure because that's why it was such a big deal that he did it on Christmas.
Oh, I thought it was just a good painting.
Oh, it didn't really happen.
Yeah. For all I know, he's just like, hey, we want a good painting. Get in his boat.
Hey, when's this painting happening? I don't know, Christmas. Oh shit. I'm still excited about Zoom. About Black Flash.
Yeah.
Not Zoom, but it's Zoom.
I'm trying to go into Q&As because I don't have anything else. Did you have anything else?
I don't have anything else. I didn't write a whole lot down.
I'm assuming some people would send in some questions for this one.
Yeah.
Samuel said, what do you think of Black Flash and Eobard's reasons for disappearing? I think it's really coming together.
Their reasons for disappearing?
No, I think it's good. Like, why Eobard keeps leaving? He's trying to outrun
no,
everything.
Of course.
I think it works.
I was thinking that he was going after trying to find other pieces of Spirit of Destiny, but that's what they were doing here, so no.
I thought that it was maybe something to do with, like if he had this bubble that he was able to survive in, and leaving it after too long was kind of the same idea. It would catch up to him and delete him. So he had to go keep going back to that same aberration area that he could survive in and then come back out.
That's an interesting idea. But I guess the idea is that, you know, time cements as these like earth or time quake shit happens, right? And it cements as it goes out. So he can just keep moving and running and doing that. And it doesn't affect him because he has the Speed Force, right? So the Speed Force has a fucking army of former speedsters that definitely, like, if he got caught, he would become one of these things.
I don't know what he would look like. That'd be
know what I'm saying? So the Speed Force does this. They're like the Time Masters for just the regular timeline.
Yeah.
There's for speedsters, you know? It's so fun.
Jonas said, how did you like the music? It played each villain's theme, the themes mixed together, and the Legion has its own theme.
Yeah.
You were talking about all that. So.
Yeah, I need to listen to it again, because I think that I missed a couple things, but I need to listen to the new Legion theme.
Well, part of it, I know some of it we weren't quite hearing because we were too excited about
it's
going to be Black Flash.
Yeah, I know. I know. So I got to listen to it again. But Kevin Hudson said, and this is on LOT Q&A, he said, so did Zoom get a new mask and suit to look more like an Earth 1 speedster? Well, his old suit turned into that when he was being attacked by the time race.
Yeah, like it turned red.
Yeah.
And...
So what I'm assuming is like if Flash got caught by that, because he was being chased by one at one point.
It might turn black.
It might turn his more like that, and his lightning changed too because he did have blue lightning.
Now he's red.
Now he has red lightning. So I don't know.
Kevin Velasquez said, do all time aberrations have temporal backlash? It seems odd that Thawne would have it, but not Stein's daughter.
Temporal backlash?
Well, the thing with that, though, is you have a speedster with the Speed Force who is doing stuff with the time. The regular time aberrations, the people that stop those were the Time Masters.
Yeah, like
and
the
Legends.
The Time Wraiths don't go after the Legends.
Yeah.
I think they only do that to things that are manipulating the Speed Force in a way that shouldn't be done.
Yeah, the bounty hunters they used to have from
Yeah.
the Time Masters and the Legends and all of them, those are the ones that went after the time aberrations normally.
I bet you Jake Garrick knows this shit, and that's why he doesn't do it.
Yeah, he's like, if you do this, you're gonna get turned into a fucking Black Flash shit.
If anything, I'm wondering why they haven't done anything to Barry.
With all the shit he does?
Yeah.
He keeps fixing it and go back to his...
How did they stop that thing again? Pied Piper?
The Time Wraith? Yeah, he came in and like...
Maybe they just know that, like, shit, we can't go after Barry.
I think he set himself on like a certain like frequency and vibrated it away or something.
Yeah.
Harshal said, do you like an all CGI Black Flash? I would have liked to seen Teddy Sears back.
I mean, he did look like that at the end of the last season. It would be weird if he was just Zoom again.
Yeah.
And Black Flash is a character. It is weird to see him being all CG, but you know what? Whenever you have him in lit environment like this, it's not too bad because it's dark and you can get away with it and stuff like that. The movement is still weird, but he's an undead speedster.
Yeah.
So he can be kind of like stiff, like rigor mortis body kind of thing.
I mean,
and then be super fast.
Time Wraiths were all CG.
They were all CG too. Yeah.
So I mean, it kind of works that these are like a Zoom Time Wraithy hybrid thing.
Yeah, but I don't think it's implied that this is the last we'll see of this.
Well, no, he said that he'll get out.
Yeah, so like, it would be cool if like, let's say he does fucking catch him, you know, and I don't know, like, is Hunter Zolomon dead and gone, or is there a part of Zoom that still wants to be free of where he's at now? You know, what if he fucking grabs Reverse Flash and takes his speed? And then, like, he kind of comes back in this Teddy Sears a little bit. He's like, you can't escape the darkness, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it, like, kind of goes back. That would be cool. Might be stepping on our toes a little bit, but whatever.
I'm wondering if we'll see Reverse Flash sticking around with those guys more. If, like, he's going to come into wherever he's at and not keep using his powers.
You know what? It's a great
that way it takes longer.
It's a great idea to not have him around all the time.
Yeah,
like,
or if he's around,
he can beat everybody.
Yeah, or if he's around, he can't really use his powers that much, or else it's going to catch him faster.
True.
So now he's got to fight. You know,
that's a good idea to nerf the Reverse Flash a little bit, and it works. You know, like I am as an audience, I don't want him to use his powers. You know, so it works.
Yeah.
Real well.
So maybe he comes in with like guns and stuff.
Yeah.
And like
it would be fucking lame as shit as if he just lost his power. I mean, what the fuck, you know? Reverse Flash, no power.
If he can't use it because his scary ass T-Rex Flash thing.
Fucking Zoom. I love that it's season 2 villain versus season 1 villain. That's always fun.
Someone had that idea once. Casson said, "Do you think that Black Flash will be the ultimate undoing of Eobard and possibly the Legion of Doom?"
It could be kind of a morbid, fun thing where the Legends have their final battle. And they just leave and let Black Flash do his thing. That could be kind of cool.
Yeah. That'd be good.
Yeah, that would be good.
In the Eobard Tharn, they just like, you know, here's what you get, you know?
It'd be that classic, like, you know, I can't kill you, but I don't have to save you either. And it's fucking like a bat. You know, like Batman. Fucking Rip Hunters with his trench coat. And then reverse, you know, he fucking turns around and it's just right there, Black Flash.
Dan said, "Blind Wave. Who do you most want to join the Legion of Doom?"
Out of this, anybody? Mm-hmm. You need to get a girl in there.
Who?
I don't know. Killer Frosts. I mean, the Rogues had the teleportation chick. I don't know. I would love to see like, you know, Weather Wizard or Captain Cold or something like that. You know, maybe that bounty hunter chick that was a time master bounty hunter thing. Remember her?
Yeah.
She's dead as shit.
Yeah, she's dead.
But they could fix that.
Dead and gone.
They got Malcolm.
Or
they got Merlin. Or fuck, they got fucking... What's his name?
Dark.
But you know what? If they were like, well, what about fucking they recruit Zoom? I'm like, yeah! They have 2 speedsters now.
Too much. You need to get Grodd.
Grodd would be cool.
Do like Grodd and King Shark, and then these 3 guys.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
That
fun?
would be too much.
Would it?
Grodd and King Shark.
Yeah, it's like these 3 or 4 now, and then Grodd and King Shark.
It would be great, but they couldn't do the budget.
You have Firestorm fighting Grodd or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They need to get a chick in there. I just don't know who it would be. Deathstroke. Deathstroke's still alive.
so
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The ones Dan said were about Grodd, Snart.
Oh, what about
Slade and Trickster?
What about like Cupid or Huntress or something?
Yeah, I was thinking about her too, but we already have.
Talia al Ghul.
We already have.
We already got Malcolm.
We got Malcolm and Dark, who both just fight and shoot arrows and stuff.
It's gotta be someone from the Flash with the power, then I guess.
I'd love to have something.
I mean, Killer Frost would be a good fit, but I don't want to lose Caitlyn.
Yeah. I'd love something just a little different to add like a little bit of power, like something to go against Adam or something. You know?
Yeah.
Like that'd be cool.
Like we have Vixen's grandma in Legends, and we have Vixen there. What if there was like the mom?
What if someone else with one of the other Zambezi like totems?
That would be cool.
We've seen water and fire, so what about like
the sister?
Earth? Yeah.
The sister that evaporated?
Well, yeah.
They fucking
like,
put her back together.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Like one of them.
Because that would be Vixen's grandniece.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
Or
we've seen the fire, the water, and the spirit.
Granddaughter, what am I thinking?
So we haven't seen air or earth.
Yeah.
Like we could have just someone random with one of those powers.
And they name dropped the whole
the Zambezi totem.
Yeah.
Even though they said it differently than the Zambezi.
That would be cool.
The Zambezi totems.
Ah, the Zambezi totems. Where is the garbage dump?
Edgar said, "Do you think Legends should tell Barry about Thawne and the Black Flash?" Well, they don't know about Black Flash yet, but
no, but they should have. They went to 2016 to talk to the
17.
2017 to go to the doctor. The daughter. Damn! They went to 2017 to talk to the daughter. They could have just went to talk to Barry.
I'm leaving all that first part in.
I'm sure he would.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't. Someone else had asked the question like, "Why didn't they just talk to Barry?" I don't know. I don't know why they didn't do that.
I mean, Barry knows that Reverse Flash is out there.
Yeah.
He left him on his porch.
He'd be like, "Hey, we're looking for a speedster. We have this. He's like, "Well, what about you, Thawne?" I'm like, "Well, he's dead." I'm like, "Well, he's somewhere."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, guys, I'm fucking dealing with Savitar. It's like, who's Savitar? It's like, this guy that I beaten through in I threw him in the Time Force, or the Speed Force. And he's like, well, you beat him? What do you care? It's like, I went to the future and saw it. Like, Barry, damn it! Quit!
Just have the Wave Rider up there flying around, just pew, 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 shooting and stuff.
Yeah, right? Just they'll be like, hey, can you just pick up Iris on May 22nd and take her to May 24th?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I would do. I just solved this.
Arrowverse said, "What if the villains next season are Black Siren, Captain Cold, Deathstorm, Killer Frost, Sidney Palmer?"
I can't believe I forgot Black Siren.
Hashtag Psycho Rangers.
It could definitely have been Black Siren.
That'd be a good one.
We were fucking sitting here like, what would it be? What could it be? She just was on Arrow.
Wouldn't that be crazy if Malcolm Merlin and Laurel Lance were like fighting against people together? Like Sarah has to fight a Laurel?
Yeah, and they like fell in love or something.
What?
That'd be crazy.
I don't like it.
Or Damien Dark and Laurel Lance.
Sidney Palmer.
Because Damien Dark killed her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be just as crazy.
Wait, Sidney Palmer, is that Ray Palmer's like dead wife?
Sidney is his twin brother. Remember?
Oh.
Remember he has a twin brother?
I forgot about that.
I forgot about it too. Sidney. Yeah. I forgot all about that. And they're like, why is there a statue here? It's like, that's my twin, Sidney. He gets all the credit. You got 4 PhDs. What credit does he get?
Actually, there's 2 more. Hussein said, "Why didn't Eobard Thawne try to phase out of the vault?"
Well, it's probably the same reason that
what's his name couldn't get out.
That Black Flash couldn't get out because
there was some kind of
laser thing that stopped
right?
him.
Yeah,
and it's implied that it won't stop. It won't stop him for long.
Yeah, so he could have gotten out of there, but
yeah,
he probably didn't have time to really.
It's the same reason he couldn't get in. He couldn't get out, right? Why did he even fucking help? He could have just ran there and got it. Can't. Too thick.
And then Jai said, "The team spent this entire episode trying to figure out who Thawne is. Didn't Firestorm fight him with Arrow and Flash?"
Yes, he did.
He did, but I guess he thought he was dead, and it wasn't. I don't think it was until really that.
Well, that's the thing. They did say like they didn't consider him until they realized that he could have survived.
Yeah, whenever they're like, "What if he's trying to outrun time or whatever else?" And then he's like, "Thawne, we've killed him, and here's the story."
They know that Barry did Flashpoint, right? Like, I went back to save my mother. They know that to save him from another speedster with Red Lightning that I then let go. You figure they would be on the fucking trail of that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. It's a matter of time is so weird.
Yeah,
it's figuring out like, well, he should not be in existence. So if you have it in the mind like, well, he should be not in existence, well, maybe he's outrunning his not being in existence. Oh, well, you're right. It must be this guy.
It's almost as if like they were to say like if it wasn't like a Flash villain and it was an Arrow villain, it's like, well, he's got 2 swords and he has a mask with a split on his face. Who could it be? Can't be Deathstroke. He's in prison.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like what if he's not? Well, shit, it's him. You know, it's kind of comparable to that a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of that idea, I guess.
So I don't know.
But it's that belief of like, well, it can't be this guy because of this.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Well, what if it is him? Oh
yeah.
shit, it must be him. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, this is fun. We gotta get a poll. I guess it could be. I don't know. Because he's not erased from the timeline because he was outside in the Speed Force while it happened, and then he was captured by Flash, right?
Yeah, because we've had other moments where he's come out of it, like in his bubble of like, here's where I am.
Yeah.
And they've captured him, but then it started causing problems because he didn't
Well,
go back.
also the whole like after whenever they erase him from time, the universe was starting to collapse with the whole rift thing, and then Flash stopped that. So like I think that was like I think that was going to be some kind of like event that you fucked up so much, Flash stops it. That's what kills Ronnie. Right.
But remember in season 2, whenever they found Reverse Flash,
yeah.
he came out and like, how are you here? You're supposed to be dead. But it was that whole bubble kind of idea.
I think that, yeah.
And then they kept him trapped, and then Cisco started to disappear because they didn't let him go to follow his timeline.
Because that was a Reverse Flash from the future trying to find out when Barry Allen became Flash.
He was from the future, but it was the past of Reverse Flash learning about Flash. So he could go back further in time to do that, but then he got stuck.
So that was the Reverse Flash that was out of time before everything else got erased, right? So when that thing came back, he then was continuing his timeline, but he was then erased before he got to the rest of his timeline. So that one, didn't we kind of talk about that one just being like, if you look at it from the point of view of the timeline, that one kind of appears out of nowhere because his future has actually been erased, right?
Well, his future, no,
because his future is is season 1 Eobard Thawne.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a weird.
We had this discussion before.
It's a weird bubble thing where like once he leaves that time and goes back, he doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Until the other one that's in his bubble appears and has to do what he does.
It would be like if you in the future. 20 years in the future, you're going to come back 2 days from now, right? And that's happening, and I kill you, and 2 days from now, you appear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've never really made it to that future, but in that future, you were still you were time traveling, and then you appear. It would be almost as if you've appeared, you know? Well, and then from there on, you continue your timeline.
Yeah, because that's my
you have
past.
no past. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's my past, but it's in your future.
Yeah. It's hard to think about.
Yeah, I'm just curious because like in that segment when they capture Reverse Flash, it was hurting and making Cisco disappear or whatever, right? Whereas this one has left the timeline doing his own thing, but this Cisco's still fine. You know,
this one was taken away, and then let go, and then did what he wanted to do, but he didn't get stuck and he didn't lose his power.
Yeah, which should make Cisco disappear.
Yeah, but
you know
but there has to have been some version of Reverse Flash that did get stuck and did lose his power then, right? Because then season 1 couldn't have happened, and like I said, it didn't happen exactly the way we saw it, but they have memories of Reverse Flash when he was a bad guy as Harrison Wells.
Oh.
So there has to have been some kind of time.
The last episode of Flash, though, like Cisco was talking about Harrison Wells from like their Earth.
Yeah.
But not talking about how he was like a bad guy, just our Harrison Wells, when he knows he wasn't Harrison Wells. You know what I mean? Like, what if somehow like it changed and there was no Reverse Flash there and it was Harrison Wells and something else? I don't know.
I think that I don't know. Haven't they talked before about? You know what? You know, he was the evil one at first. You know, like when we were talking about that with Harry, when Harry was there, it's like, well, we've already had an evil one, and then we've had.
But that was in season 2 before all this stuff changed.
Was it? No, Harry came in season 3.
Harry? This is season 3.
HR came in season 3.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. What's the poll? Is there a copy of Reverse Flash doing season 1 stuff?
Is time travel real?
I guess that's what we're trying to say, right? But, like, how do you resolve the problem of that Reverse Flash not losing his power and leaving?
Yeah.
Is it that there was never a Reverse Flash? Harrison Wells was always Harrison Wells. But, I mean, he gave Barry Star Labs and shit. Like, why did he die?
Maybe he was bad Harrison Wells. Maybe that's what the change was.
Yeah.
Maybe Earth 1 Harrison Wells ended up being a bad guy.
Maybe the two options should be there is a time aberration copy of Reverse Flash and then other, and then tell us what you think.
I don't think there's a copy.
I don't know either. I can't think of anything else.
The best thing I can think of is that Harrison Wells was somehow
bad
or something like that.
I'm going to go with other. Or no, I'm going to go with Reverse Flash.
I said your option you're not going to go with?
I'm going to get
something else.
My brain's starting to hurt. So go to patreon.com. You'll find it somehow. Aaron, you'll edit that somehow.
You'll find a poll on patreon.com/blindwave about something. Go
yeah. But you might have forgotten because we might have gone back and fixed it. Or we tried to, and then a time wraith came and got us.
Was the poll there? Or was there did another poll show up instead? That took over.
You hear that? He's coming. We gotta go.